Good day. Here is our presentation for the campaign about verbal harassment of women on social media. Our advocacy centers around the verbal harassment of women in social media. This issue has become more rampant during the lockdown since this is now the major platform of how we connect and interact with others. Some of the most recent cases regarding this issue are those of Filipino celebrities, specifically Cyril Manabat and Sunshine Cruz, including her 3 daughters. So what more can our regular everyday women take, especially those who are from minorities? These articles from The Guardian have shown that women, mostly young women, are being abused, harassed, and exposed to online violence. One article included a survey of women's experiences on online harassment. They were aged 15 to 22, all coming from 22 different countries, which amounted to about 14,000 teenagers. Results show that the prevalence of online harassment has caused these young women to fear the use of social media for freedom of expression because of negative mental and emotional after effects. Both articles recognize the fact that these girls were being targeted by people they know personally and/or anonymous social media users because of their sexual or gender identity or even their race. It is indeed a problem that needs to be tackled, given how it is already ingrained into our culture and society that people are allowed to harass women as if it's nothing. This topic will be further expressed visually through 2 propaganda posters, which are the traditional propaganda poster and the public diplomacy poster. This is the poster for traditional propaganda. The materials used for this poster are the following. The mixed media illustration portrays what women go through when they are harassed through social media. Excluding the slogan, the illustration itself is made up of 6 key elements. First is the white cutout of a woman. Instead of an actual and definite illustration of a woman, a cutout is used to recognize the fact that it can happen to any woman no matter their race, nationality, religion, or any other defining factors. The color white in this context represents innocence because in these situations involving harassment, the woman is not the one at fault for what she has posted online. The harasser is the one at fault, which brings me to the second element, which is the red hands. The hands are surrounding the woman, each of them touching various parts of her body. It somehow resembles the way women are harassed physically, which is in connection to the sentence on top that reads, "Harassment can also be felt online." The third is gross and malicious statements in between the red hands. These are only some of the ways in which women are verbally harassed online. In the illustration, they are depicted to be done either through emojis, outright demand of nude pictures, unsolicited dirty photos, name-calling, and the sexualization of the woman's body. The verbal harassment causes these women to have their mouths sewn shut, which is the fourth element of the illustration that can literally be seen in the mouth area of the cutout. The saying "mouth sewn shut" has different meanings such as repression, being speechless, or to keep a secret, which all relates to the woman's initial thoughts as she deals with the harassment that has occurred because she doesn't know how to address the situation to someone else, even to herself. It's also in red because it is something that was caused by the harassers or the red hands. In relation to this, the woman's image of herself on social media begins to shatter, which also serves as a part of her reflection of her own image in real life. This broken image affects her emotional and mental state which, when repaired or fixed, can still be shattered once more when she experiences the same situation over and over from different harassers. This is the fifth element shown through a crumpled and cut transparency film which resembles a screen. The sixth element is the gray smartphone which depicts the gray area that this technology now has these days. We as humans have learned to create this type of technology to make our lives more efficient and easy, but in the long run, we have discovered how to abuse this in a way that can also hurt others. To summarize, the pain and struggle that women feel online is unjust. Thus, as the sentence below reads, we should stop harassment now. This is the public diplomacy poster. The materials used for the public diplomacy poster are the following. The poster is about putting one's community under a positive light, and in context of our advocacy, the poster aims to empower women. This can be done by standing up against online harassers and groomers through taking action like blocking perpetrators and talking about them publicly. The poster shows three women showing different expressions, looking down at a man falling while being surrounded by three phones. There are three different women of different ethnic backgrounds to show that anyone can be targeted and harassed. These women also show that there is power in numbers when fighting against people who harass others behind their screens. Their different expressions also show how blocking a toxic person for one's safety and mental health affects others differently. Their placement compared to the man below them shows that they have the upper hand when taking action against the harassers. The man falling down from the chat box that says, "You can't reply to this conversation," implies that he's been blocked from contacting the women above. It shows that once these people are cut off from their victims' lives, they have no more means of harassing or grooming them. There is only one man seen in the poster because these men usually contact multiple women at a time in order to boost their ego or to make them feel superior. The phone screens contain words often used by harassers, which are "Hey baby" heart emoji and "You're so sexy" heart emoji. The words aren't usually what people see as offensive, but they still have power in affecting women negatively. Even simple compliments when taken by the wrong person and in the wrong context would still deem offensive. These words are then covered with a no sign to show that the man is no longer able to send such messages to these women. It also shows that these women voluntarily choose to block such messages. The poster not only empowers women, but it also prevents men to verbally harass women online and to encourage proper discourse on different social media platforms. It simply says that if you don't want to be blocked by a person, then don't disrespect or offend them. To put things short, this poster shows that women are not alone. Women will always join forces in fighting against a common enemy, no matter what or who it is, in using whatever means they can. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.